Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Jake from Machinima.com, aka the Ultra Gamer. You might be saying to yourself, why is this guy wearing a Hawaiian shirt? Well, first of all, I like button-up shirts, anime shirts, because they help me feel more comfortable about my body. See, in the folds of the fabric, a little bit of detail gets lost. What detail's that? This detail. Anyway.
All right. Well, hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm a slightly unprepared. I mean, I'm prepared, but I just had something on Twitter I had to comment on right in these last couple seconds before we started. We are playing Deep Rock. We'll at least start out on Deep Rock. About halfway through. God, that's a lot louder than I remember. About halfway through this, we'll see if anyone's got Left 4 Dead 2 installed, and we might switch over to that just halfway through the stream. But
Good morning.
if you follow me on Twitter, I just noticed this thing. Okay, let me see if I can bring this on screen, just so we can talk about this real quick. Let me see here. Edge properties. Okay. Bam. So this person on Twitter was saying they watched a Netflix show. Now, I don't have Netflix, because I don't subscribe to, pedophilic content, right? Don't pay money for that. That's gross. So they were watching a show called Old Enough. Film crew follows Japanese toddlers as they run errands, like going to the grocery store. It provides a glimpse into what life would be like if our towns and cities weren't based around cars, they say. Now, I've never seen this Old Enough show, but it does remind me of Hajimete no Otsukai, right? With Hajimete is like first or first time or initial. Otsukai is like errand, So Hajimete no Otsukai, no is possessive. It's saying the first errand or my first errand, right? So the kids, for the very first time, say, oh no, you're gonna go down to the store and buy some carrots for mommy and, for dinner, right? And then come back. All on your own, right? You've walked with mommy, you're gonna go to the same store and you're gonna see the same grocer, right? The same guy selling the produce, and you're gonna ask him for, 500 grams of carrots, please, and then hand him this bill, take the change, put it in your little purse, and come home. And many of the cities that those kids are in aren't that walkable, right? A lot of cities have been rebuilt post-World War II and have been built very much around cars. The kids are sometimes taking buses and trains to get to where they're going because they're not that walkable in the show Hajimete no Otsukai. And I actually did a video. I saw this image. How good can society get? This is a video worth looking into if you haven't seen it. I do talk about this show. You can see there, so they're doing it together, the little boy and the little girl. Oh, there's mommy. Oh, he's crying. He's a little unsure of himself. Oh, I'm gonna do my first errand. The reason those kids are so safe and get to walk around that neighborhood isn't because the town is walkable. It's not because it's walkable. It's because they have people. It's not criminals assaulting their children. That's why their kids get to take the city bus safely. That's why 6-year-olds can get on the bus with salarymen in 6-year-olds can get on the bus with salarymen in Japan because their cities are walkable. These people are insane. Do you ever play any flight sims? I don't play any flight sims. I have a long time ago. Slot says, basically he's saying there's no other problems, but that people drive their own cars. Yeah, I mean, people are insane. I don't know what's going on with them. Whew, God. Mr. Gladius says that show may also show what our countries would look like if they were still white. I mean, like, you could film that show in certain Midwestern towns, right? Hajimete no Utsukai. You could send a 7-year-old little white boy or white girl down to the grocery store to pick some stuff up all on their own, and they might cry or whatever. It's overwhelming. But they'd be safe doing so. There's a lot of, like, Midwestern towns, very white towns, maybe in Idaho or Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa. Did I say Iowa? You know, Minnesota, Dakotas. Are you guys playing other games? Let's take a look here. Ando's playing Rising Storm. I see he's in chat, but I'll try inviting him. Maybe he's busy. Bonk, bonk. I'm inviting people. Slot says, I forgot that Easter happened. That's how buried the holiday has been. I have to see it on Deep Rock Galactic. Has it happened? I thought it was next Sunday. Easter date. What the heck? Come on. Game. Or... yeah, no, it hasn't happened. It's next Sunday. That's what I thought. Because that's when I'm going to go see my family. I'm like... I just assumed that when I'm going to go see my family next Sunday, for Easter... I assumed that was the date because that's when they invited me. I'm like, so there you go. But yeah, oh yeah, the reason, you know, one of the things I talked about in that video comparing Japan is like, you have like 120 million people in Japan, something like that. How many people do you have in the Chicago Metro? 10 million, 15 million? And yet the Chicago Metro has something like 5 to 10 times the number of organized crime members as the country of Japan. You know, there are more gang members in Chicago than there are Yakuza in Japan. But, and the Yakuza's not as... I mean, like, I'm not going to go around saying the Yakuza's good. I'm just saying Yakuza... in many ways aren't as disruptive and violent to their communities, right? Like, gang members of Chicago might rough someone up at a bus stop in a way where the Yakuza don't. The Yakuza, well, I mean, I think they're mostly involved. I mean, it's bad stuff. It's bad stuff anyway. I'm not going to defend them. Embargo, Gladius says, embargo is nobody coming to play. Why not at least try Killing Floor 2? Well, I don't know if anyone else has it, right? Kingdom of Inland said, I would love to see that old city from the late 19th century designed for the World Fair. Oh, yeah. Could you imagine going to the World Fair? Like the World's Fair in like Chicago and whatnot when all those kinds of things were happening? That'd be great. Or, you know, it would just be great. Let me bring it up. We're just gonna... And I released a video, you know, let me just see if I can bring up my BitChute channel. Okay, not that one. Okay, click on this window. I'm gonna have to share this again. Oops, that's not what I want. My character sort of kind of moves around when I type stuff in. Embargo, BitChute. I put a video on BitChute that I didn't put anywhere else because it had a bunch of copyrighted stuff in it, and I'm just like, I'm not even gonna bother trying to put this anywhere else. Oh, here we go. Oh, can't play that music because that's very copywritten. Let me... Okay, is that fine? Is that there's no bad like advertisements here, right? Okay. What is this? Oh, here we go. Properties. I think I misspelled something in this video too, which is annoying. So I started it. I have a video on BitChute only called Societal Progress. 1960s Paris here. Looking at Paris. And then today, some of these same streets are just filthy, disgusting, unsafe. 1960s London. And then modern day London, marked up. You got foreigners in the streets screaming about killing... well, they're screaming about bloodshed in the streets of London, killing British people as retaliation for something, right? Oh, and then I got some of... this is Detroit, right? This is so 1960s Detroit before the race riots, like the long, hot summer of 1967. Detroit was a heck of a place. And then modern Detroit. So there's this guy, I forget his name. He's a black guy, and he goes around driving through the worst hoods and ghettos of the United States, and he uploads them to YouTube, and I'm pretty sure that's his job. Like, that's what he does. And then he goes around and interviews people and stuff, and he asks them about living in the area, and like, just the number of people just in the street, fires in the street, gathered at night in these, well, in mini Africa. Right? San Francisco. Did I misspell San Francisco? Francisco. So here's old San Francisco. Oh yeah, I forgot the N in the modern San Francisco, right? So, like, ah, crap. Oh well, whatever. That's part of the reason why it's only on BitChute. You know, I can't spell. Oh, man. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. We'll do Hazard 3. We're gonna do KNAT's, KNAT's got an assignment, so we'll do that.
We're about to leave.
Drop sequence initiating.
Jessica says, my grandma had to, or grandpa had to sell his home in Detroit and move outside the city. It's gotten so bad. Oh yeah, I believe it. And some, you know, different parts of Detroit have gotten bad at different times, right? It's sort of the rot that came from the center, and people moved out to the suburbs, and some of the suburbs got bad. You know, I have a cousin who spent a lot of time out in Michigan. He's worked for the car companies and stuff. And there's some parts of Detroit that used to be nice neighborhoods that have been so reclaimed by nature. Like, the buildings have all been burned down and or like crumbled, and they're so overgrown with this, that, you know, different plants and stuff that they do nature tours there now. Like, there are places where people used to have their homes, and you can go with a tour guide and you can go watch for pheasants there, you know, and I like pheasants, but, you know, I'm not sure if our neighborhoods have to be burned down and forgotten just for pheasants to have a place to live, you know what I'm saying? What did he grabbed a leg and he just threw it over here. Shank says, have you heard of Manor Lords, and if so, are you interested in that? I don't think I've heard of that.
Well done.
I hear a bunch of bugs, though. Ow. Bam, look at that. Speaking of bugs. Gladius says he saw that game, Manor Lords. It looks very cool. Something... Good thing that AoE 2, which I guess is Age of Empires, will soon have a new DLC, or I may have looked at buying that. Oh.
Look, a fossil.
Bring it, fuckers!
Booyah!
Whoa. Got some crazy camera stuff going on there. Okay, right through here. Let's just do this.
Things about to go boom.
We probably won't need to come back through here, but I'll do that just in case. Just out of sheer force of habit. But yeah, I mean, one things you guys can look into, just so you can have images. Images to show people, you know, when you're sort of planting the seed in someone's mind. Go on Google or DuckDuckGo, right? Search online for Detroit decay and Detroit Street View decay. And also type in the same stuff for St. Louis. St. Louis and East St. Louis. You could do it for a lot of places. Baltimore. Oh, goodness. Gotta watch out for those. Got him. Alright. Where are... Uh-oh. Oh. So, Shank says Manor Lords is basically a city builder, but instead it's in a medieval setting. It also has Total War type battles. So is it something not quite first-person shooter, or sorry, not quite real-time strategy, not quite city builder? Something in between?
Loot bug down.
Alright, let's see here. Where is this thing? Is it just below us? Yep, it is. Okay. And we only have 2 mini-mills to get, so this will be easy. KNAT, the fossils are up to you, dude. I'm sure you've seen them all over the walls. Slot says, is this gun good for area denial? Well, it is. It does slow everything down that it hits. It also it makes puddles that slow things down when they're walking through the puddles. And if they got hit by it and are walking through the puddle, those slows stack. So if there is a choke point, and you put some stuff down in it, I mean, things are taking really good damage as they come through, right? And it sets up your teammates to kill everything. Also, when they die to this, you can see they do the little disintegrate thing. Well, when exploders die to this, they don't explode, right? They just disintegrate. Whoop. That's all you, bro. You're gonna have to get everything off the walls, more or less, in this one. You're the scoot. Victorian says, yeah, it's both mashed together. So Manor Lord is part real-time strategy, part city builder. I mean, that definitely sounds interesting. I've not seen it, though. Oops, that's, okay, I can actually get it over here. Oh, and there's some stuff on the ceiling there. Put my goop down here. Poke, poke, poke. Look at that, see? Easy. This only has 3, but a little bit too late. Oh, I overheated. The overheating animation isn't always working on this gun. Not anymore. I don't know why. Slot says it's gnarly the way those died. Yeah, and I think maybe even the Praetorians don't leave, like if they die to this. Yeah. So this doesn't even leave the... Oh, it does leave the toxic cloud. Never mind. I'm wrong. I thought it didn't leave the toxic cloud.
Bacon on the posset.
Okay, I'm gonna make a bunker for this one. Although that's annoying. That's very annoying. Okay, so I hold control, press E. That's a waypoint just for me. No one else can see that.
No! Where is that dead?
Then I can look at this. Okay, looking great. Okay, 0 degrees. Just keep it nice and straight. Okay, there we go. So, waypoint's right there. Can kind of make a little T here. What's that? Dirt moving. Oh, it's this thing. The harvester. I'm like, what is happening? There's bugs crawling out of the wood. Or the rock. Something. You need one more fossil, you say? Well, I will look around. Luckily, most of the stuff does at least slightly glow. Normally. Let me take a look at the map here. Yeah, there's something unexplored over there. Oh.
There, in the rock.
Oh, he got one, he says. Okay, great. So I'll drill us a... Yeah, we got plenty of nitro. We're good to go.
Move your tin ass over here and hurry, please. Look there.
All right. Mr. Gladius says, Manor Lord looks very European. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's if it says manor, right? Manorialism is the sort of system we think, well, it's like something that took place in Europe during feudal times for a long time. I would argue that every political system is in some way fundamentally a feudal system, right? People think feudal is something we graduated past, when in fact I think it's something fundamental to politics and human systems. All right. Once he completes that, he can either stay up there or he can come down here. Either way.
Or we will lose the connection. We only got one shot at this.
Got a little bit of lag, it looks like. Look at that. Perfect. Look at that hallway. That's a scary hallway to come down if you're a bug.
Triangulation at 50%.
I think if I hit the top of the hallway... Okay.
I got the glinted Praetorian.
Look at all this goop. Whoa! I hit the wall. Okay. I'm not as sold on the bunker when I'm using this gun. Like, when I'm using this gun, or when I'm using the cryo cannon, I'm liking the bunker a lot. Now that I'm using this gun, I'm liking the bunker less so. That being said, I think some of that... So this goop, I believe, is flammable. Oh, man. If someone here had an ignition source, some way to start all this goop on fire, they'd take even more damage as they're walking through it. And I'd be a bigger fan, maybe.
Uplink triangulation completed. Remote control reestablished. Stand by, sending in fresh fuel cells for the drop pod.
And I can actually... There's a way for me to set up my secondary here to start things on fire. Whoa! Oh, see, I think his secondary or something is set up for fire damage, because he set all that stuff on fire just now.
You snooze, you lose.
You know, I could. Okay.
Bomb detonator, lads. Keep away. It's a friggin' killer.
This is the one thing you don't want with a bunker. Oh, or you don't want to fall off. Good thing that wasn't there just a second ago. Look how slow it is now. I mean, this thing is monstrously slow. Keep in mind, when you add more players, they increase the difficulty, one, by giving the bugs more health, but another way they increase the difficulty is by making the bugs move faster, right? That's one of the things they do in this game. Try not to kill it right on top of our stuff, because it's going to leave a big crater. Oh. Well, that's probably fine. I just don't want our stuff sitting in a giant crater. It makes it annoying to fight in. Well, I'm definitely going to need a resupply here. I think we can fight up here now.
Resupply ordered.
Supplies are on the way.
Stupid menace. And web spitter.
Resupply arrived. Go restock.
Getting more ammo.
Bam. Just like that.
Fuel cells connected to drop.
I will throw another one right here.
I ordered a resupply.
Because I'm grabbing 2 out of this one.
Launching now.
Ammo taken.
Ready to kill some more crates. Time to restock.
So, Mr. Gladius says, Embargo, you know well that in these times, you can never be too sure to have a woke-free game. What? You mean you can never be too sure that a game is not pushing woke nonsense? I mean, that's true. Slot says, can't you get incendiary grenades for the diggers? So you can get 3 things. You can have the axes, you can have the neurotoxins, and you can have a regular high-explosive grenade. Now, the high-explosive grenade does not light things on fire. The neurotoxin grenade can be lit on fire to explode, though. So let's say you're using the gun that I'm using and the neurotoxin grenades, and then you configure this gun for fire. You can not only set all your stuff on fire, but also create a massive explosion at the same time, right? So you can sort of synergize everything that way, where it's like, this gun starts stuff on fire, your other stuff benefits from being set on fire. Also, your gun impacts stuff that you're not necessarily always expecting, like that. That's very annoying. That's why it blew up right on me. Oh, some of the stuff's coming down through this hole, isn't it?
5%. You're almost there.
Sark says sticky flamer is fun for monkers. Yeah, I mean, I have not, honestly. You can look at my driller here in the lower left. I mean, like, I've played the driller a lot. I've played the driller more than anything else. And I still have not used the flamer that much. I never found it that great when I tried it. I've always been a cryo cannon guy. I mean, I didn't hardly play the driller before I got the cryo cannon, and after I got it, that's when I started playing it, and I just generally don't use a flamer. Just a cryo kind of guy normally, and since this gun has come out, I've used it on and off, but I'm still much more of a cryo cannon guy. You know, if I was gonna go do like if I were gonna go do my solo elite deep dive right now, you know, so it's Hazard 4.5, Hazard 5, and Hazard 5.5 for your deep dive, elite deep dive. I mean, I would definitely be going with my trusty cryo cannon. Although I feel like I would also enjoy this one. I've never done it with the flamer because it's like, I don't know. I just don't like it. Bam.
Powering radiation shielding.
Get rid of the ground here. Oh! I missed. There we go. Oh my gosh. Little exploder. Nero says, that's why I call embargo Cryo Cannon Joe.
Drop pod powered up and ready to leave. It's time to bring it all home. Get on board, we're leaving with or without you.
Take off.
Slot says movement is too important in this game. What do you mean? Is this guy gonna get in? You're a scout.
Retrieving escape pod.
Rock and roll and stone.
Rock and stone, brother.
Are you talking about me, Nero? Jesus. This is some weird fanfic stuff going on here in the chat. Oh, okay. I mean, I mean, you can use sticky flames to slow things down. The flamethrower changes, like, bug movement speed. I feel like this can do it even more, right? Or at least more consistently. I feel better about this than that. Oh, wait, was that my mission? Okay, that was my mission. Maybe not K-Nats. Or did we... Was that also yours, K-Nats? Maybe we were doubled up on that? I think that may have been both of us, because I thought I remember clicking on one that had your name on it. Got the little bunny with the egg. Knet says he doesn't know if that was his mission. Well, do you... are you now... If you come to the assignment board, you should have no assignment selected, right? I think we just finished your assignment, so you could pick up an assignment off the assignment board, and then you'll have more missions. We'll use the Slayer Stout, regardless of what the next mission is. Look at this. Very cool mugs on this one.
To a successful mission.
Bam.
Yes.
Oh, see, now he's got... Oh, no, he picked up the egg one. I'm not doing your egg hunt mission. If you want to do the egg hunt thing, you'll have to do it on your own, far away from me. Because I got enough of the egg hunts yesterday. Joe Bernstein Sam Hyde interview? I don't think I've seen that particular Sam Hyde interview. Personally, I'm just a big fan of Jake from Machinima.com.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Jake from Machinima.com, aka the Ultra Gamer. Have you saying to yourself,
all right. That's a great video. If you're interested in, I know someone asked me about, I played some other clip from Sam, and you were asking about the, yeah. So in slots, if you missed yesterday, if you there's an assignment in here that's just for Easter, and it's an egg hunt, but instead of alien eggs, it's these things. It's the big Easter eggs hidden in the walls. And you get, see this bunny ears and bunny nose thing, sort of like what Daffy Duck would wear or whatever, pretending to be Bugs Bunny? This is one of the hats you can get. And the other is a big sort of colored eggshell helmet. But I clicked on that Sam Hyde, or I showed you that Sam Hyde clip the other day, and everyone wanted to know where to get that. The Jake from Machinima.com. If you type in like Sam Hyde successful on another plane of existence, you can find that whole video of him talking about like, oh, you know, right now, you know, I might be a loser, but at any moment, I might be a loser in real life, but at any moment I could go digital and turn into a hot gun-toting babe with 2 deagles. He's talking about Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. You know, like, I can go digital right now and be a winner. You know, you might look at me like I'm a loser, but at any moment I could go digital and be a winner. Of course he is, Gladius. Of course he is. Alright, so you're gonna stick with your egg hunt assignment, I guess. And I don't want to do my own assignment because I don't like that. I could do that. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, we're going with Doretta.
Mission selected.
Did you drink your beer? I think you did. It's time to go then.
Let's get this mission rolling.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
I ain't got all day. Let's leave. Did I hear a rocket stone? Rock on!
Well, yeah, you could see I've played a lot of Driller. I like the Driller. I know, it is a self-defense situation. You gotta keep that in mind.
We die. I love you guys.
Self-defense situation. KNet says, can you drop assignments in this game? Yeah, just click on it and press abort. You can always pick them back up. If you abort an assignment and you want to pick it back up a little bit later, like, yeah, you can do that.
Omeran Heartstone. In order to extract it, we're sending in an autonomous drill dozer to support you. The drill dozer will automatically home in on the Heartstone, so your job will be to escort it and keep it running.
Okay, there's one more battery pack somewhere for our crate here.
Approaching landing zone.
I'll try and look for that while KNet grabs as many minerals as he can. I think it might be right over there. Yeah, there it is. I did manage to put my mouse over there for a second. Whoop. And we're in.
I'm full. Heading to the mule. Ollie, over here.
Mr. Gladius says, I like how this game, for once, has more constructive reasons for all the carnage. You're only drilling for minerals. Much more interesting than war game number 256.
Depositing.
Obviously, I can't get anything extra from that crate, but KNet definitely can, and I still get the minerals, ultimately. Everyone needs the minerals. Well, I probably don't need the minerals, honestly. KNet probably does, though. One of the things, too, is this. So this is a pretty bright place, because I've got a scout who's lighting it up. There are lights on this. I've seen people fumble around in the dark trying to find things on the walls. If you just open this up, the lights will turn on. Also, it gives you easy access if you jump after it. Like, you can get onto the walls. People seem not to realize how useful Doretta's cage is if you just open it. Yeah, you might need minerals, who knows? What do you know about what you need?
Light is up.
Here we go. Drill dozer setting off.
Nero says, what percentage should we give you for Embargo's NFT?
Light.
I don't... what are you implying exactly? That I would make my own NFT? Or that someone's going to make an NFT on my behalf?
Contact. Swarm
And then
approaching the
I
drill
get
dozer. Hunker
some
down
amount
and
of
move up.
royalties or something? I'm gonna grab this while it's fairly safe to do so. And Doretta is not under too much pressure. Anything else in here? No? Looks pretty empty. Woo. What would an embargo NFT... Gladius says, what would the embargo NFTs be like?
Make it like this.
Let there be light.
You know what I was actually thinking about? Like, so I don't have a big following, you know, if I try and like, oh, well, go to my merch store. You know, like, who's gonna go to an Embargo merch store? Although I was thinking, like, not like a big sort of me branding merch store, but in a world full of cheap crap made in, you know, Malaysia. You know, I think it would be kind of cool if I could get a batch of, like, high-quality, nice clothing, tastefully, not, like, branded, but made. Like, I thought it would be kind of neat if I could try and see if I could do something like that, you know, like a merch thing, but not really, like, more just like a high quality, really like a nice, good value clothing thing that, I don't know. This is just something that I was vaguely thinking about. Knock all this stuff down so we can easily grab it. Wow, look at all these bugs.
Explosives.
Come back here, you. Oops.
We got a fix party.
I don't know what that hit. That must have hit some flour on the ground in front of me, and that's why it exploded in my face. That's annoying when it does that. I think he grabbed most of this. Probably gonna grab a lot of that over there. I can run over here, grab this. I think there's might be more things in the ceiling that he maybe missed. I don't know if he's really gone up there. Boom. Oop. Kingdom of Vinland said he's excited for Frostpunk 2. I saw on Twitter, Hypocrite said something about him playing Frostpunk and being really addicted to it. And I know some of you guys have suggested that I get Frostpunk. And that may be a possibility at some point for me. Mr. Gladius says, Embargo shirts are all lovingly sewn by the loving Embargo grandma. I was actually thinking, like, if I were to release some shirts, you know, like, this is probably not... Oh, my God. little bastards all over. If I were to release some shirts, what I might do is reach out to an American shirt maker and possibly a European shirt maker, garment maker, right? Maybe something like the Amish, you know, something where it's like good quality, nice materials, well made, not ridiculously expensive, you know, indirectly sort of supports our sort of people, you know, good people, not criminals or whoever or someone else on the other side of the world. And then might just have some very sort of subtle branding, if anything, right? For example, if you watch my videos and you see my banner and my icons, I like to use black, and then I have a very particular color yellow that I use in my branding. So you might see some black lining in some of the shirts or something, like the shirt pockets with my yellow for the thread, right? My specific yellow. Probably, again, not like icons and logos and stuff all over it, you know, but just my colors incorporated into a well-made shirt. Again, I don't know if anyone would buy it, but it's one of those things where you wouldn't be embarrassed wearing around in public. And it might be a good value at the same time. Again, I don't know if anyone... Like, this is just, like, I think about all sorts of things, you know, just like you. You've thought about all sorts of, like, you could do this, you could do that, maybe you do this, man. You know, it's like, and most of it you don't do. But that's one of the things I was thinking about.
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
Nero says he would buy embargo clothing if it was all made by me and my mom or my grandma.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
That might be a little bit more difficult. Like if it actually has to be made by me, like I'm the one sewing it.
Lighting up!
Drill dozer has begun cracking the Omarun shell. If you lose the dozer, you lose the mission, so guard it well against any hostiles. Swarm on the intercept course. Get ready to protect the drill dozer. Combat positions. The swarm is here.
Oh. Woo! One of these big roly-polies got sucked into the drill. Instantly died. I do like the fact that this, when you're drilling here, this instantly kills bugs. And while bugs normally don't wander into it during the drilling, if they do happen to catch it, I mean, they get absolutely wrecked. Even during the boss fight here. Because this is a boss fight. This is the boss. And the objective, interestingly. And we're going to see it fight back in the second phase, which is starting right now. You can hear it. Listen to the dwarves.
The drill dozer has broken through the outer shell. So far, so good.
I guess we missed one of the voice lines, but they normally say, like, oh, that stone is throwing rocks at us. Because here it is. It's, like, magically controlling these flying rocks to try and pelt the dozer. To pelt Doretta. I think it's called Doretta because I think it's literally a combination of Loretta and Drill Dozer. Doretta. Ooh. The axes work really well on killing these flying rocks, too.
Die like your mother dead. Grabbing ammo.
Let there be light!
Nero.
Incoming
I was
swarm.
thinking more
Keep
like
the dozer
Amish
safe.
or something. Mennonites. They make clothes. They make garments, don't they?
Point. Keep it running.
I bet you those would be pretty well made compared to the Mexican children. No offense to the Mexican children. You're just not that good, is all. No body pillows, no. All sorts of goop for all these things. Throw some goop on you. It's kind of wasteful of ammo to, like, do a charge shot on one thing. But, you know, we're not running out anytime soon. Nero says this game is very creative. Oh, yeah, I think so. And I mean, like, we're playing on Hazard 3, if we're playing on Hazard 4, Hazard 5, I mean, it could get very difficult very quickly. Also, the harder enemies, like oppressors and detonators, those would be showing up a lot more on Hazard 4 and Hazard 5. That was an acid spitter. Those are very dangerous. Oh, now we got these things. Beamers. So it's calling up these pillars from the earth to shoot lasers at us. And of course, I overheated my gun. But I will take out the things. And we'd, like, on a higher difficulty level and more people, we'd see more pillars coming up. Throw that on that.
It's a big one, team.
Oh, not many pillars yet. Oh god. Dude, the menaces will look at Doretta in the upper right. Bam. We already took... So now this that we were repairing, it's completely gone now. All the damage will be coming to this one for the rest. If that gets destroyed, then it's straight to the center. And if the center is destroyed, we just lose the mission. Because we can't get into the center of this Hearthstone. That being said, like, so... Knat's healing it right now. if I were to start healing at the same time he is, it wouldn't go any faster, so there's no reason for me to, like, start helping him. The only way I could really help is to kill the bugs, right? But at this point, we're so late in the boss fight, even if we just let them freely wail on the drill dozer, it has enough health to just sit through it, right? I'll call down a resupply.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
Here it is.
Served its purpose.
What we've all worked for.
Ours. Deposit it and wrap up the mission.
Armor on Heartstone.
Collect ammunition.
Getting supplies. I needed that.
Strap it to the back of Molly.
Heartstone attack.
Armor and Heartstone secured. Press the button on the mule, and we will send in the drop pod.
Oh my goodness. Last few bugs here.
Grabbing ammo.
Lining up.
And call the drop pod.
That's how you do it. Drop pod is on the way.
I need the damn.
See if you can find the one Holomite on the way back. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Oh, found the Holomite. We're not doing that now. I mean, we could call it real quick. So here's something to note. If we start this thing, we won't have time to finish it.
Drop pod has arrived.
Well, actually, we do technically have time to finish it. If we start this machine event,
5 minutes.
I believe we should get some amount of credit just for having started it. Like, I believe the credit you get for doing a machine event is the same whether you complete it successfully or fail it. So I'm gonna start this. KNAT, go ahead and get in the drop pod once it opens. I'm gonna start this. It might make a lot more bugs, but if we live.
Miners,
See?
a wave of heavily armored Ebonite groups are approaching on a direct intercept.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Be advised, conventional weapons will be ineffective. Stick to your trusted pickaxes for this one.
Yeah, I think I go this way.
Drop pod
Yeah.
departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Acid spitter. Nice, nice.
The mule's been successfully retrieved. Make it
Put
snappy,
a
team. The drop
stuff
pod
behind me.
forever.
The mule's in. Put this in. That completes the secondary, and then we get in. And we'll check the score to see if we got points for that thing.
Rock and stone forever.
None can stand before us.
Did you bring back her head? Yeah, because it looks like you brought it back. I didn't even notice you were bringing it back. Okay, so we have primary objective, secondary objective, hostiles killed. Okay. I'm not seeing the machine event. I think we had to wait for the machine event to fail, or succeed, before we could get points for it. Patricius, how's it going? Good to see you. Nero says, if Embargo does a heel turn and becomes a pause streamer, he could rebrand as Inclusivity Embargo. Well, keep in mind, Intellectual Embargo, the name is about, right now, if you were to just make YouTube videos where you were to quote certain statistics, if you were to bring up certain scientific surveys, and you were to just share intellectual information, you could be blocked, right? You could have your account shut down for it. So there's an embargo against intellectual content. If I were to do a heel turn, I guess I would have to rename myself to something like Censorship is a Myth, because my name implied censorship, right? I could have just named my channel Censorship or Gag Order or some, like, I'm tongue-in-cheek referencing the censorship that's taking place against everybody, against me, against you, right? The censorship is in place, and my name is a reference to the censorship that's happening. So if I were to do a heel turn, I would have to ultimately, like, say that, oh, well, you know, censorship is a myth. There's no such thing as censorship, you know? Patricia says, rather well. You know, he's doing well. He even worked out today. Oh my god. Thanks, Patricia. So Patricia says, this is the coolest Badger-themed channel there is. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Sure. Ooh. This is gonna be rough. Alright, KNet. Where can he abort assignments? Come to the assignment board. Right here. Press E on the assignment board. At the top of the window, you have your active assignment. And there's a button that says abort assignment. You can abort that assignment, and then you can click on any other assignment, and then start her up. Patricia says, people watch Vosh, the name does not matter. Well, the name might not matter to the people, but, like, if my name implies a certain thing that I believe is a reality. So if I were to heel turn, then I guess, oh. So KNat says there's no aborting this one. So apparently once you pick that one up, you're stuck with it. Which means you're gonna have to go do that one on your own, not with me. Because I'm not doing more eggs. Especially without Bosco. No offense, but you're no Bosco. So on this one... Oh, you're gonna be engineer? Engineer, huh? You're gonna be engineer, huh? I could be scout. That's not scout. Okay.
Darkness, here I come.
I'm gonna be scout. Not with that, with this. And you and me are gonna stick close together because this is Cave Leech Cluster. Meaning people are gonna get snatched by cave leeches, and if the other person's not around, we're screwed.
Yeah. Could you please hurry up? We're leaving.
Drop sequence initiating.
Yes, boys.
Victorian says he made 2 YouTube videos about a topic, historical topic, that you're not supposed to talk about, and they were taken down within an hour. Wow. You know, I wonder if I were... I couldn't... I don't think I lack integrity enough. I don't think I could go to this level, but, like...
This rock is gonna be the
Definitely, I believe some people have had some financial excess.
we rock.
Having, you know, been affiliated with certain online movements, and then after a while they came out against it, and as a de-radicalizer or whatever. And if I were to... Ooh,
Golden loot bug.
like there's that theoretical world where I, like, do that.
Gold crusher. Hop the loot bug. Let's get the minerals. We got a golden loot bug here. Eat it. Loot bug down. Time to pay Molly a visit.
Alright. Whoops.
Ludicrous speed.
That didn't work.
This is a friggin' hellhole.
Anything over here? Uh-huh. Oh, there's an Ebo nut? I hate the Ebo nuts.
Took out a loot bug. Molly, come here.
Get myself into the wall here.
Can't carry anymore.
Bam. It's really nice to be working in Sandblasted Caverns as a scout. very easy to just dig yourself into the wall and be able to mine stuff out of it.
Ready yet? I'm full. We're smalling.
One of the things you can do here too is just rather than 2 hitting gold, just 1 hit nearly everything around it, and the gold will fall free.
Be gone.
All right, I think that's it for this room. And not a hard wall to get through here. Oh, even the dirt is 1 hit in sandblasted caverns, which is very nice. It's hella nice, guys. Hella nice. If you didn't watch... Oof. If you didn't watch my stream of Life is Strange this last Wednesday, you might want to go check it out. I am going to be playing more Life is Strange this upcoming Wednesday. Lots of teen girl drama. We actually get to sort of see what a teen girl's life is like, what's going on in a teen girl's head, partly because it's just a game that was very popular with a lot of teen girls. Like, this is what they like seeing and hearing and thinking about in their media for it to be so darn popular. So we're playing Life is Strange Episode 1. That's the free one on... free one on... Oh! The free one on... Oh, did you get taken? The free one on Steam is Episode 1. So we caught 1 cave leech in this room, and I don't see any others, which is strange because it is cave leech cluster. So be on the lookout. Get myself into the wall and get all this precious nitro.
Weapon ready.
Patricia says that watching the Life is Strange stream was pain. No. Don't act like you didn't enjoy it. You wanted to see the drama. You wanted to hear about what happened between Dana and Juliet and the sexting with the popular girl whose name starts with A. Alice? Alicia?
I killed the loot bug. And I'm
Okay,
not
is
so
that just
proud
gold?
about it.
I might just leave it if it's gold. I already am full on Morkite, but I can knock this off the wall. Make it easier for Knet to pick it up if he's nearby.
I'm totally
It's always your job as scout. Even if you can't pick it up fully, at least you can knock it off the wall where your teammates might be able to get it. Or you. It's easier to get stuff off the floor than it is off the wall. Just generally. That's part of gravity. Oh, here's a... There it is.
Sorry. Your own fault for being full of goodies. Bam!
Okay. Here's all the Morkite I knocked down. Oh, is...
I'm gonna kill you all.
Or at least most of it. Here's some of it. Boom.
Should have left my nose on the bloody spice rake.
Alright, what else is around here? Anything? Oh. Yeah, let's go through that dirt there. I mean, I can get that gold if you really want it, but go ahead and dig through the dirt if you, rather than just watching me get the gold. What are you pointing at? It's crap on the ground? But yeah, you can see here, if I just dig out all the stuff around the gold, I just get the gold. And it's one hit to hit the sand, rather than 2 hits to hit the gold. So, often faster. Oh my god, Molly, what are you doing?
Swarmers team, lots
Not
of them coming your way.
swarmers.
Get ready.
This would be helped to be on Driller, because all of Driller's primaries are good against swarmers. Alright. Larry says, "Sup, King? How's your Sunday?" Oh, it's pretty good. How's it going with you? I assume you're talking to me. Maybe I can just stand here and beat him up. Bam. Bam. Swarmers. Swarmers. Oh my god, look at all this carnage. These things are awful. Victorian says, "I don't want to spoil the ending, but..." I feel like that's one of those buts where you can sort of be like, okay, so what you're saying is you want to spoil the ending. Oh man, just squashing away. Look at all these things. Bam, bam. Get the flower. Bam, bam, bam. Look at how he's getting swarmed by him. He's about to go down. Oh. K-Net, having trouble with the stormers. Deposit my gold.
You're a good mule, Molly.
What the heck just happened there? I was trying to read chat and something yellow popped up on my screen or something. Nero says, "What would you do if you woke up having quantum leaped into George Soros?" You mean I am him now? Well, that would be nice. Think about all the money and control and influence I'd have all of a sudden. Okay. You know what this looks like to me? It looks like a room that if you just walk into haphazardly, you're gonna get cave leached. That's what it looks like to me. And let me... See, look at that. Multiple cave leeches. All at the entrance. And then we'll grab all this.
Time to deposit. Platform's placed. Marker up.
Platform there. Platform there.
Marker point.
Because there are Enor pearls in the wall here. Larry says he's doing better.
Gotta go fast.
But he wasn't able to visit his father because he's sick today. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, we'll grab...
Time to find Molly.
Grab all this nitra. So what I'll do is I can knock the nitra off the wall, then I can punch a hole in the platform to knock it to the ground. Call Molly back down to the ground where the Enor pearls and stuff are. Come on, you.
What kind of fiendish technology makes Molly constantly get in the way? I die a little inside every time I have to take
Wow,
out a loot.
look at all that.
Let's be light.
Alright. We're mostly good with what we've got in this room, I'm pretty sure. Oh, look at that. Whee! Barley bulb. Is there anything else up there? What is this? Very interesting little hole. Well, I think we're good. Nero says, if I was George Soros, I'd be very old. And you'd have to forgo half your life, if not more, and your family and friends. What would you do with that money and influence? Invest in Bitcoin? No, I would try and use that money and influence to the best of my ability for the future of our people. Invest in Bitcoin. Invest in my nation. That's what I would do. Bitcoin. Not to say that you shouldn't have or can't have Bitcoin, but like... Crypto would only be a part of my strategy insofar as I see it as something good for my people, right? What's this? Another dangerous room? Oh, I don't see anything on the ceiling here. Oh, it is a dangerous room, though. Whew. Oh, I don't... Ceiling looks safe. Knat says, surprisingly not many leeches. Well, see, now you've jinxed us. You know what the next... Leeches are going to start popping out of the walls here. Now we're screwed. And it's all because of you had to say that one little thing. Alright, let's take a look at... Where is this? Oh, down here. Oh, in the swarm.
Get ready.
Get this party started.
Twin Slicer. We got Twin Slicer, Heavy Burster, and the Radial Pulse. I mean, you always have the Radial Pulse at the bottom. This is a very doable boss for us. There's no drones. There's no drones. The drones is the one that ruins most people's day, in my estimation. As far as I can tell. Uh-oh. Crawler. I actually thought this was a Praetorian. I'm not sure why I thought that was a Praetorian. That's a Praetorian. Okay. Let's call Molly, although she's right there. Life After Death says, is this game on PlayStation 4? I have no idea. I only play computer games. I'm not sure. So, KNet, this is the important platform. This is the platform for the bottom section, right? If you stand on this, it unlocks the bottom section, which is the most deadly section, so we can kill it first. So if you put platforms on this wall just above... if you put platforms there just above this, what you can do is actually stand above the radial pulses, but you're still close enough to the surface of this thing to unlock the section to attack it. So it's like a little, not invincibility, but it's a little safe thing you can do as engineer to make this particular machine event more possible.
supply pod launched. Better stand back.
All right. Do I need this? I do.
Ready to kill some more crates.
Life After Death says, are there female dwarves in this game? No. This is just working men. Like, these are miners, right? These are miners going into the dangerous area, choking on dust, fighting aliens to death, so that, you know, their society back home can have these minerals to make it, right? So if you extend this platform out towards us, because what I'm saying is, there we go. So I'm not sure if this is at the correct height or not, but if we're close, like, there's going to be lasers coming out of this bottom section that's going to just skim the ground. You want to be above those, but only just barely. If you can be just barely above those, then you will be able to trigger this pad below you while being above the lasers. And you'll just be able to stand there. So the middle section is the heavy burster. There's going to be a red light that it turns around. It's sort of like a spotlight from a prison, right? If the red light's on you, you get just shot to death, basically. So it slowly rotates around and you have to avoid it. And then the top one is the twin slicer. You'll see how that works when it starts going. We're just gonna give it a shot. I'll start it and then I'll throw up a couple flares once this is...
If this doesn't start it, whack it with a pickaxe.
Ready? Boom.
Lloyd!
Boom. Yep, so where you set up the platforms is working. But you could be a little bit higher because they're about to be destroyed by the crap, right? See? Okay, so here's the red light coming towards us. The red light is going to... Okay, so we got the bottom section, which is the most damaging. So the red light... Oh, missed you just barely. God, I feel like we're on Hazard 2 or 1 or something. And then here's the last section. I'll stand on this platform. Twin slicer. Wow. Look how fast that went down. That's insane.
Now let's see.
Grab that. Wow. There you go. That went really well. That being said, in my mind, the drone platform is the one that ruins everyone's day for the most part. It's not, though, like, we got the good ones.
Lighting!
All right.
Cryo grenade!
Let's see if I can...
You snooze, you lose. Eat it!
get myself in the wall here. Get out of here, bug. Come on. So, is that Morkite somewhere where you need me to get it? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no, you're on it. You don't need me.
Objective completed. Press the button on the mule when you're ready. We'll send the drop pod to get you out.
And here's one... Oh, gosh. Did you see that? That guy... Oh, whatever. Taking a little extra damage here. For fun. I've got two Ebo nuts here. And we need... Oh, here's one.
That's it. Back's full.
Life After Death says, any other games you might analyze? I mean, there's a lot of games I could do, you know?
No more room. Time for deposit.
There is a lot of... There are other games. Which ones, though? You know? Okay. Well, I'm gonna dig into the dirt and see if we can get one more Ebo nut in this hallway. Oh, never mind. It's right before the dirt. Okay, you stay here, Molly. This is good, too. Magnite.
Well done. Secondary objective completed.
I'll call Molly down here. Sark says, do you have any strats for the drone platform? I do. Especially when I'm gunner. Or, especially when I am, scout. I light up the cave for my team, and I take out all of the drones. I sometimes stand on top of the platform, and, like, so if this sort of... See this little island? If this is the platform, as the drone thing turns, I follow it around, and I shoot and kill every drone as it comes out. Because that's the one that tends to wipe your team. Because it's... like the most like inconsistently behaving one. It's the one that's the least predictable to your average person, it seems. The one that catches them by surprise more than anything else. So I just do it all, right? I just do all of the drones, right? Because people have a hard time of shooting drones when they're on them and then ignoring them when they're not, and once they start ignoring them, they keep ignoring them and even until they die to drones, right? So I just kill all of them just, for your team. That's my strategy. Kill every drone for your team so they don't have to think about it. Knat digging straight up through the ground with his pickaxe, which is a totally legitimate strategy, particularly in this biome, because it's just one hit. What? You don't get frozen to one grenade? What? That was a waste then. 'Cause I'm not throwing two. At one flyer.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Lights up.
Mr. Gladius says maybe Embargo is a masochist after all for playing that trash game. Well, at the end of the day, Wednesday is about mostly focusing on games that have bad messaging and analyzing the messaging, right? Or at least have unknown messaging so we can take a look at it, right? Like Deus Ex was one of the ones with probably the best messaging. You know, we played Dragon Age 2. I could play the Mass Effect franchise series, the trilogy. I don't have Andromeda, and I don't plan on getting Andromeda.
Lights up. No.
Let's shoot ourselves into the hole here. Whoop, whoop.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Ta-da! I reached the top. How about that? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Hurry up.
The mule has docked, initiating launch sequence.
And we're in.
Rock and do.
That's one
Life
of the
After
bonus for
Death says,
achieving
have I already suggested the console? I believe you did. It's been a while since I looked at it now, though. Mr. Gladius says, now I think about it, I'm surprised you preferred covering Life is Strange instead of Spec Ops The Line. Well, again, I think one of the reasons why I didn't jump on Spec Ops The Line is because it's going to be a ton of gameplay and not a lot of commentary, right? There's like you play it and it's a first-person shooter, and it is a first-person shooter, and you go around and do the shooting. And then finally there's like these twists and stuff, and like it ties into a bunch of stuff that didn't sound that meaningful when it originally happened, but now it's like in this bigger context. So there's like potentially a lot to talk about, but not while you're playing it, right? While you're playing it, it's mostly just shooting things. Like when you play a game like Dragon Age 2, you know, every time a character opens their mouth, there's like some nasty stuff to be instead, and a conversation we can have, right? But when you're playing Spec Ops: The Line, it's going to be like, hey, we haven't talked about anything for multiple days now, and then the twist finally comes, and then we can talk, right? So that's been part of my resistance to Spec Ops: The Line, is because I don't think it's going to have a lot to talk about very consistently. The game not only has to have a lot to talk about and things to analyze, it has to present those things consistently. All right. Mr. Gladius says, if you really want to hurt yourself, you could play Wolfenstein. Yeah, and that's funny. You know, I've seen a lot of really crazy, harmful stuff out of those, although I haven't played many of the recent ones. When I was a kid, I really liked Wolf 3D, right? That was a really good game. And then when they came out with Return to Castle Wolfenstein, that was on like PC and Xbox, I played a lot of that. And there was like a lot of I played a lot of Return to Castle Wolfenstein multiplayer. And in that you could, like after you would spawn in some of these multiplayer matches, you were like temporarily invincible. So like there was one where the Allies were storming the beach, and there was like a big Axis castle fortress, right? And if you're an ally, you could like throw this airstrike down at your feet at the beach. I think you could like switch classes or something, cause yourself to spawn in right on top of it, and during your invincibility, the airstrike explosion would happen, and you would ride that explosion wave through the air past the castle wall into enemy lines, just like real life. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Okay, who here has Left 4 Dead 2? Anyone? Anyone have Left 4 Dead 2? If anyone has it and wants to play it, we could maybe play a session. Maybe. I don't know, we only got a half hour left. How long does it take? Life After Death says, the all-seeing eye in Life is Strange was odd. Any thoughts on it? I'd have to look at it again. I mean, I'd have to see the context. I mean, young girls like various symbolism, especially in her journal scrapbook style, right? Like the guy with the overbearing thing, you know, he's got the Confederate flag on his page or whatever. What's this? Oh, God, no.
Launch control reports foreign objects in the launch tube. It appears that something is interfering with the force field. Would you happen to know anything about
Well, maybe we'll do one last one and we'll focus on something else. Okay, so you want to be scout, huh? You can be scout. I'm going to be gunner.
2,000 rounds of depleted uranium.
Jeez, look at him kick these cans around. I'm going to be gunner with minigun? I do like the new rocket launcher. I feel like it's good. Although maybe I'll go with the minigun. I'm thinking... Oh, see, new missions will show up in 25 seconds, so I gotta decide if I really want one of these, or if I want the new batch. Oh my god. No, not that one. No. No, no. Okay, I'm gonna see in 15 seconds what the new batch looks like, and we'll pick a mission out of that. I will grab our beer, though. Backbreaker Stout. This helps you walk faster with when you're holding onto stuff.
Acted up in a while. Around the Backbreaker Stout to celebrate.
Mr. Gladius says, to get this straight, in Wednesday, you prefer a higher propaganda ratio compared to gameplay. Right.
Yeah.
Like, the point of the Wednesday stream is analysis. And even if you find the game boring, it's supposed to be about the analysis. It's like our take on the thing that's supposed to, like, be interesting. The game, it doesn't matter if the game's boring. Because it's like our conversations about the game that get fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we could go to there. Oh my goodness. There's only one a Quark mission on the whole thing. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna grab a Quarks.
Drop pod is cleared. Warm up. Time to get to work, team.
Move it.
Come on, you
I'm
lazy
really looking
bastards.
forward to
We've
be
got to
working
fight
with you,
for
Bob.
rock and stone.
Rock and stone, everyone! Come on, guys! Rock and stone!
Alright. This will be the last one and then we'll peace out for the day. But, you know, I want things that we can talk about on Wednesday, you know? Thoughts on... I don't know how to pronounce that. Someone's cabbages? I think that's something from Rome or something.
Hold of yourself!
I don't remember the reference. It's a quote or something about cabbages.
If we survive,
I forget.
next round is on me!
Oh, this is Festerfleet mission.
Lights up.
It's a lot of crap in the ceiling.
Selected an area filled with the quarks, and you get to bring them all back. Search for
Uh-oh.
blue shimmering light and extract the quark from within the walls. We sent in a specialized heavy lifter, and we're expecting heavy resistance, so the lifter's been equipped with heavy armor.
Uh-oh.
But keep
Uh-oh.
it's about
Whoa.
the goods.
That hurt a lot. I am half dead. And no shields.
Have a bullet in the face!
Have a bullet in the face. That is one of the nice things about Gunner. He's very enthusiastic. Oh, come on. And...
Fester stopped fleeing!
damn, a sniper. Snipper, come on. Oh.
I shot Fester!
Fester fleet down.
See?
Slot the seven zip line ready!
A lot of stuff here.
Just call me the weed whacker!
Ah, there's a few of these things here too. Uh-oh.
The pain.
Oh no. That was a big drop. Wow, that's some spam. Don't reply to the spammers.
Come and rescue me!
Ah, I gotta get out of this hole. But we might need to get out of this... well, I don't even see any quarks down here. Normally there's like at least one down here, and then you gotta get it out of the hole. Part of the challenge of the mission. Also, I probably didn't put this in a great spot. This, well, I think I put it in an okay spot. Like it'll work. Let me just dig up through this. Boom. Alright, well. Bit of a rough start to this mission. Here we go. Here's the stupid vine.
Stabber vine threat eliminated.
No, really? Oh, come on. I thought I was at a different angle this time and not at risk of that happening again, but it nearly happened again. Whew. All right. We're like 4 minutes into this, and we only have one quark so far. This is rough. Gosh. And I am in a dark cave here.
Zip line ready.
Okay, that'll work. Gosh. Huh, okay.
Damn. I'm out. Can't carry.
Oh, I'm full on nitro. Grab this. Take a bunch of unnecessary damage.
Incoming.
This is a swarm. Oh my god, this whole back room has no Aquarks in it either? The Aquarks must be like all on the other side of the map. Okay. I might have to hold up in this room. I was gonna go back. I guess I put my zip line in a worse spot than I thought. Okay, I'm on it. Never mind. I can get out. Like, there's nothing in this room. I'm shocked. There's nothing in the lower room. There's nothing in this room. That's so strange. See these giant parts of the cave just empty of Aquarks. They're normally a little bit more spread out, so it's got to be the other side of the cave's got all of them. I think I see an oppressor. Woo! And we're going back. So. And I got a lot of nitro here. Well, I'm the only one who's got nitro. Unless he's got someone that he hasn't deposited yet. Are you asking for personal advice here, Nero? Are you worried? Yeah, look at that. I see an Aquark there. Oh, come on. I jumped. I think I tried to jump on the ledge, but I think I just went slightly past the ledge and didn't jump. Now, it would be very good if you could come pick me up. Oh. I don't need the Aquark.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed.
Alright. Let's call in a resupply, so at least I have more health and won't die to smaller falls.
Been withdrawn, and supply pod is inbound.
Then I'll also have more zip lines. I mean, I think I posted something about this on Twitter recently. You know, it's like being older and even being overweight affects the health of your children. What is he pointing out? Oh, yeah. So, for example, if you want to donate sperm, once you're 35, a lot of places won't take your sperm anymore. Right? Once a woman's 29, they won't take her eggs anymore for donation. Because the quality does go down. If a 55-year-old man is also overweight and has health problems, I mean, like, his sperm quality might be very low. But, you know, can a 55-year-old guy have children with a 28-year-old woman and have disaster not strike. Yeah, sure. And if that's the best you can do, if that's where you're at life, where it's like, well, I'm as old as I am, and I'm not going to get a girl any younger than this, then you do what you got to do, all right? It's like, okay, if this is your best shot at building a family, then this is the family you build, right? Okay, let's find this one. Okay, let's put these 3 in, and then we're done.
Now I know how Molly must feel. Keep me covered. Got my hands full here. Need help with this?
Because we're done. I've got the 3 quarks here.
Depositing mineral.
Exemplary work. You've achieved
Yeah, we're going. Well, how much nitro do we have? Oh no, we're going. Let's get the heck out of here.
Minehead returning. Escape can inbound. Expect heavy resistance until we can pick you up.
Reload this. We are going. Up, up. Boom. Whoa. Oh, a lot of swarmers. Nice. That got most of them. Maybe all of them.
That's it, lads. Rock and stone.
Another Praetorian off in the distance. Life After Death says, I had heard that Life is Strange is full of the occult and Satanism. You mean like that's influencing the story they wrote, or like she's gonna encounter a cult or Satanists and stuff? I mean, so far we haven't seen... I mean, like, we've seen a special magical power, you know, and there certainly could be, like, occult tie-ins or something. Okay, I guess Ando's not here. Let me... Oh, man. Bring up YouTube in a different window. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh.
Drop pod inbound. Stand clear.
Dude, I hate YouTube sometimes. Oh my god. Hide user? Okay, where is this drop pod? It is over there, right? It's up here.
Drop pod has arrived. Clock is ticking. All up to you, team.
You're a scout. You don't have to take my zip line. You have something even better than a zip line. You have your whatever thing. Oh, look at this. Perfectly planned. Perfectly planned zip line.
If you don't rock and stone, you ain't coming home. Grenade!
Extraction commencing. Good work.
Well. Nero says the man is in relatively good shape, but both parties are doing drugs. Well, that's really rough then for a kid to be raised in that, isn't it? I mean, I guess kids have been born in worse. I mean, something to keep in mind is, if you look back through, like, history, most of our ancestors were peasants, right? Most of our ancestors are peasants, pretty much no matter who you are. And you look at what peasants lived like historically. I mean, like, a good portion of your ancestors lived off of just spoiled food, right? Like, they got paid in spoiled milk and heavily salted butter. Salted meant, like, basically rancid butter, or, like, semi-rancid butter that got packed with salt, or bog butter. Butter that's, like, shoved in a cask and thrown into the bogs. Oh, okay, Endo. I mean, I just hadn't heard you say anything, and I'm seeing the spam stuff, so. Gosh. You know, it's like spoiled, wet, disgusting food. I mean, and a lot of them learned to like it, you know? A lot of your ancestors may have only known what spoiled milk tasted like. Like, they never had fresh milk. And maybe they had had spoiled milk so long that if they ever had fresh milk, they'd go, ooh, gross. You know? Oh, man, the stuff a lot of our ancestors went through. I mean, so I guess, you know, being born to a couple druggy parents today, I guess, is like, is it really that much worse than some of the stuff that had happened? Well, in some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I mean, there still may have been, like, if you were born into a family that had to subsist off of spoiled food, there still might be more family values than, like, being born to absent parents who, like, might not come home because they're passed out on the gutter on the drugs they're taking, right? Nero says the guy was in jail when the kid was born. Yeah, see? I mean, like, a lot of the people who grew up eating spoiled foods, and I mean, like, even rancid butter is not something that the lowest of the peasants would get, right? Like, you're not getting butter. It would be the better off peasants who would get rancid butter, right? Because you wouldn't get that at all. You'd be forced to live off of grains, you know, old, sort of moldy flour turned into terrible flat bread, something like that. And Victorian says a lot of our ancestors drank drugs too, well, especially alcohol, right? But there were drugs around. That being said, some of, like, so this person's mentioning, you know, cocaine, you know, powdered cocaine and the process they make it, you know, with the, you know, cutting things with gasoline and whatnot. I mean, that kind of thing still wasn't quite as possible back then as it is now. All right. Oh, God. I'm thinking about calling it early. I mean, it's like 10 minutes early. But I think we're good for today. And I don't want to start another mission. I'm just going to mentally prepare myself for Wednesday. What the heck? Wednesday, we're playing Life is Strange. Right? Remember, let me see if I can bring that up. Bam. Wednesday, Life is Strange. We got a lot of teen girl drama that we need to address on Wednesday. Just remember that. I'm excited. I think a lot of things will go well. Victorian says cannabis was more prevalent than people think historically. Well, and I'm no expert, but how true is it? Because people say this. How true is it that many strains of cannabis now are stronger than they used to be? Right? Sark says, how about mud cookies? I don't know if those qualify as a drug so much as just some sort of weird thing. And you can also look into kaolin clay. And I posted some videos on Twitter the other day that looked at, like, some of these girls down in, like, Atlanta eating cornstarch. You seen those videos? Damn it. Where's it? Bum rush him! Bum rush him! Oh, God. Okay. Victorian... Okay. Well, whatever. I'm gonna exit. Have I ever cut off a family member? No. There are family members who I contact much less. But in terms of, like, close family that I grew up around, like, no one's done anything completely off the wall. Victorian said mud cookies are a Haitian thing. Again, go on YouTube, type in Cowlin Clay and cornstarch eating and mud eating, clay eating. A lot of their co-ethnics outside of Haiti are doing the same thing. KNat says, thanks for the stream and hosting the game. Well, I appreciate you showing up and knocking some of the minerals off the wall and putting up platforms and other stuff. Had a good time. But I'll see you guys. I hope you guys have the good rest of your weekend. Good Sunday to you. And see you on Wednesday for more spicy drama. I'm excited. I thought it was fun. Regardless of some of the negativity of people like Gladius. Just teasing. Peace out, everybody. Oh, why is the sound off? Damn it. Okay, I gotta restart that. Okay. Oh, nope.
Welcome to Costco.
Once more. Here we go.
Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco.